every day. But please bear with us. How are you this morning?
Yeah, we are trying to cope. I hope you are also doing well.
We are doing well. And I hope the places where the people are, there are improvements there.
Thanks to the solidarity of Ghanaians, things are improving a bit, particularly in terms of sanitary conditions. Over the last few days, a good number of Ghanaians and organizations have sent us portable toilets to improve on the sanitary conditions. We have also received a good number of relief items to also help reduce the levels of hunger, and we've increased the pace of distribution of the relief items because we've gotten quite a good response from the Ghanaian people. I must also add that the services that a few people have decided to come and render, cooking for them, serving breakfast. Yesterday, another group came with prepared meals, packed and so ready to go. So when you bring such items, we take you to a camp of your choice. There are 21 camps, so we take you to a camp of your choice so that you can help us hand them over directly to them. And I always tell people that they should just bear with us and give us a little more time. It's good to come with us to the camp and to share the items with us, because when my people see you, they get encouraged. They are always happy to see that people who are not from here have traveled all the way and have come to support them. These are people already, as the clinical psychologists are telling us, a lot of them have become depressed and are going through all kinds of psychological trauma. So the more fresh faces they see, the more new friends they make from far. It helps to improve their conditions and put smiles on their faces. So that helps. Yesterday we also began my pilot volunteer teachers who are going around the camps and offering classes. You do know that the camps are in schools, and so education has been disrupted. So these classes in the camps allows for some flexibility. So those who lost their uniforms, it doesn't matter. You can come and participate in whatever attire you can find. And these are volunteer teachers and also university students. Fortunately, our foremost education universities are on vacation, UCC and UEW. And so the Tongu students there have mobilized them, and they are offering free lessons. So I think that will help us catch up hopefully with the rest of the country, because academic work is going on. Remember that these children are going to be sitting for the same BC and the same OAC. So it's important that they are not left out academically, and their education is not ruined. As it is now, that is what appears to be the case if urgent steps are not taken. Last night I received a call from the Ministry of Education that the Minister of Education wants to come here this morning and assess the situation and see what the ministry can do to try to revive academic work. So we are ready to receive him. We'll take him round. I'm told he'll be coming with the Director General of the Ghana Education Service. So we will take them round and see the impact, the consequences of this VRA-induced floods, what the recklessness and negligence of the VRA is doing to our children's education. We will bring all of that to them clearly, uncensored, and comprehensively. So I think that I owe a lot of people gratitude. Many of you're the team at Radio Gold, all of you who are helping us to highlight our plight, and a good number of organizations, religious bodies. The response has been overwhelming. We are expecting a few more today. Today, the Church of Latter-day Saints will be making a major presentation. I have also received a call that the Salvation Army is on their way. We're expecting them this morning. And the Catholic Church has also called that they will be here this week. Then there's the Prophet Amwatin Foundation. They have also called. So overall, I would say that the response from Ghanaians collectively have been really touching. Yesterday, our good friend, the Honorable Aquinas Dewi Akwansa, the former MP, the former Deputy Central Region Minister, surprised us. He came here with truckloads of bags of maize from his own farm, and very beautiful gesture, which has really touched our hearts. So we thank Honorable Aquinas Kwansa for that gesture, coming all the way with maize from his own farm to personally present it. There was also the Mana group. Then students, I was really touched. The All Africa Students Union. I mean, you know that students are not typically people who have extra money. When we're all on campus, we always wanted to receive money, not to give. So for students to contribute, I was really touched. The All Africa Students Union, the National Union of Ghana Students, they came here, made a very handsome donation. So it's really touching. I received another call yesterday that there is a school, a primary school, and they are insisting that they feel really bad that their peers are not going to school and are in distress. Primary school in Tama. So the teacher called me that persistently the kids say that they want to come and interact with their peers here, and they've made contributions that they want to give to their peers here. So very touching stories, and it's really an example of what Ghanaians have always stood for. Ghanaians have always been known to be warm, to be hospitable, to be nice, to be generous, to have fellow feeling, and all of that has come to bear. If anybody had doubts about the true spirit of the Ghanaian, what makes us Ghanaians, you can see from the response here that really is what makes us Ghanaian. Let me also commend a group of young people who have come in. They say they are hikers. They were taught how to camp in the forest, and so they said, why not come and put those skills to bear? So they are here. They volunteered, and they are living in the camps. They are offering all kinds of services, helping us to cut items, helping people to cook. They are helping the vulnerable, the aged, those who need to be moved from one place to the other. Really, really touching gestures all across. And I want to thank everybody for the support and the outpouring of compassion for my people who really did nothing to deserve this, and really should not have been in this predicament.
And of course, I'm hoping that this week, at least, I'll be in the constituency, have a much more extensive conversation with you as to what is happening. But before we get there, I also like to leave you to go and attend to all the people who've promised to come today. And I wish I could leave on the note of the fact that you are heavily touched by what you're seeing. But we have to do this. This is Minister for Sanitation, Freda Prempeh speaking, because you also talk about the recklessness and negligence of the Volta River Authority. This is the Minister for Sanitation.
We don't want what has happened at Okudzeto to happen to us in Accra. The Okudzeto spillage, even though VRA, NADMO, the Water Resources Commission came together to educate the people in the community, did simulation exercises with them, even at Mepe. Yet they refused to leave. They didn't want to be evacuated. They stayed there till the end when we started spilling. Unfortunately, look at what is happening. And government has to spend millions of money on relief items, on education. The whole area, the water is contaminated. And what Ghana Water and Water Resources Commission would have to spend money, millions of money to treat the water before we can pass it through our pipes. So a stitch in time saves 9. But sometimes it's difficult to accept the situation. We cannot continue to sit back and allow these things to go on. Looking at what is happening at Okudzeto. Now people are blaming government, people are blaming VRA, people are blaming NADBO. But these three institutions really did a lot of education right from January. Even in September, they were still talking to their people to move, because there was a likelihood they were going to spill in the next week or two. And because of the rainfall patterns have changed, climate change, you cannot anticipate when it will rain. So even if they start spilling on a very gradual note, the rains will also fall and the dams will keep on coming up.
Oh, and I'm sure you listen to her. What do you say in response?
Look, Sana, these Akufo-Addo ministers must be told in very plain language that we can't take it anymore. We have had enough of the insults. We've had enough of the blatant lies. When did they ever ask anybody to move? And to move to where? They talk as if we are some squatters here. Freda Prempeh should be told that my people are not squatters. I mean, how dare her move to where? Did they provide any place for anybody to move to? Is she not ashamed that all her government can do is to ask people to live in classrooms? Classrooms. President Mahama has built Saglemi not far from here. The chiefs and people, Ghanaians generally, are agitating that. Why don't you let the people go to Saglemi? You are too irresponsible, too proud to let them go to Saglemi. And you say that you ask the people to move. Move to where? Blatant lies. When did they come here? She herself, that she can't even say, has she been here before? When did they ask anybody to move? When? And to move to where? They're talking as if, my people are some squatters who have... Is she aware that we were here many centuries ago? Many centuries ago. Before the Nkrumah government appealed for cooperation, land to be spared, people to be relocated, for the Okudzeto Dam to be constructed. They talk as if we came here after the construction of the dam. Does she know how many communities had to be relocated in my place? They were promised compensation. They haven't even paid all of that to have the second dam constructed, the Pond Dam. I think people don't know their history. They don't know their country. And you can just tell that this is just prejudice talking, ignorance talking, hatred talking. This is just total ineptitude. I mean, this should not be coming from a minister of state. The level of ignorance, the level of lack of appreciation of the issues, of the reality, of the history of our country, and the dishonesty, the egregious dishonesty, the shameless dishonesty. When did anybody come here? Look, if you come to a place and you say that the people who are bona fides, who have every right to be here, who own the land, even if you let's just say for the sake of argument that what she's saying is true, that they came and told the people to move. Move to where? She should show us where they were supposed to move to. Because you and I know that the people are not squatters. They have been here for centuries before these dams were constructed. So if they must move to where? What was the alternative housing arrangement you made? They should show us. Is it the classrooms, the Okudzeto classroom at secondary school, or the Presby classroom, the primary school? All the 21 camps are in schools. The Dofwadidoma Basic School, the Bato RC Basic School. Have you, look, the only housing initiative, as I speak to you, Senna, is the one by the First Sky Group and I. Only yesterday I inspected progress of work. Work is progressing expeditiously. That's the only attempt at alternative housing. So, I mean, when she comes and says that we ask the people to move, she should have added that this is where we wanted them to move to. Or they should just, what? They should go and squat somewhere, leave their homes that they have toiled years to build. Look, we have taken floods. We have taken disrespect. We have taken ineptitude. We have taken a poor response. We have taken even an attempt to withdraw the military over the weekend. We have taken a president coming here empty-handed to insult us. We have taken a government that is not committed to address the plight of the people. We have taken silence on recent settlement, silence on compensation. The last thing we will tolerate, we will countenance, are naked lies. And that minister should be told in very clear language that we will not accept lies on top of all of what we have had to take. People, some reckless elements at VRA have conducted themselves in ways that is clear that they wanted to commit mass murder. It is just by the grace of God and by the courage of our young people who stayed all night. NADMO wasn't here, the military, fire service, police, they all came much, much later, after the floods had caused great destruction and massive havoc. It is the people who managed to survive on their own. So, look, we've taken all of the things I've listed. The last thing we will take is blatant lies. And the minister knows it, that she's speaking lies from the darkest part of hell. They never came here and engaged the people and asked the people to move. Move to where? They talk as if, some squatters have come from somewhere and are occupying land that doesn't belong to them. What was the alternative arrangement? If really there was a plan for people to move, for people to be evacuated. To where? I challenge the minister. She should tell us the alternative arrangement that was made. Look, we all know anytime government wants to carry out some project or has to evacuate people, they make alternative arrangements. You all know when Agbobloshi, they said they have to move them, the yam market, and all of the alternative arrangements are made. I challenge her to let us know what the alternative arrangements are. And where are those alternative arrangements now that my people are cramped in classrooms? They don't have ventilation. Doctors are saying they are getting all kinds of respiratory diseases because they are cramped in classrooms. Where is that alternative arrangement? Why is it that since she claims that government had made plans for people to move, but my people were stubborn? Okay, they were stubborn. The floods have come and we have paid the price. So where is the place we're supposed to move to? Were we supposed to move into the classrooms and disrupt academic work? Or look, this is the senselessness in these statements. The fact that these statements just expose people who are just not fit to hold public office makes it even more annoying. Look, as I said, Senna, we have taken so many things. The last thing we will take is blatant lies from hell. We will not accept that.
Honorable, let me leave you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
He's the Honorable Member of Parliament for North Tongu, Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, joining us. Of course, he said that a lot of people are turning up this morning to donate, to support